Hello, world. This is Justin Sandler coming to you live from the UCLA Santa Monica Hospital in fabulous Santa Monica, California. My hospital suite. And this wonderful room with a view out there. I'll show you a little more later, but I have an ocean that I can actually see out there. There's actually an ocean through my window. And today, while I was walking some laps around the floor, I had 3 visitors, by the way, amazing friends that came to see me today, and 2 of them I took on walks, and I got to go where there's some actual windows and gardens and really cool, beautiful stuff. So there is a definite plus to being here in good old Santa Monica and having the views and the staff at this hospital, which has been like the coolest doctors and nurses, and everybody is treating me like total VIP status, and well, of course they should, but I'm my own little rock star here in this rock and roll hospital. So I owe you guys an update. It's been, well, I think I last checked in 2 days ago. I don't even remember anymore. Or no, maybe yesterday morning. Yeah, I'm a little foggy, I'll be honest. After the first night when we had the IV put in me, we had to then wait till the next morning to schedule the port placement, and so I was only able to get 2 out of the 3 chemo drugs, but at least we were able to get started on them on Tuesday night. Granted, I was up all night long dealing with that. So I had the port procedure, and that's where we left off. So that's where I'm going to start off here. And thanks for being on and watching and staying tuned, and for all the support that keeps flowing and rolling in, because it's helping me out, man. It's helping me stay strong in this place, and I love you all so much. So here's where we're at. I've got this flowing through lots of tubes, and I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of where we're at. And we got lots of stuff hanging on me. So why the port? For starters, the veins can't handle that much of these drugs for that long of a time. They'll start to fall apart. Also, when you've got the veins, things go much slower because they have to travel through the veins into the heart, into the lungs to get oxygen, back into the heart, up to the top, and then to the rest of the body. That's a whole process. When you go through a port, like I'm about to show you, it goes right to the heart and right out to the body, so you can deliver more medication faster and more effectively. And with a port, they take my blood every day, right? 5 big vials of blood. They no longer have to stick a needle in me. They can pull the blood right from the port. So they can do everything with this port, and anything I need medicine-wise or take blood. So it's very convenient. It's a little sore right now for the procedure yesterday, but from what I understand, in a day or so I'm not even going to feel it, and this thing is something they'll be able to access anytime they need to do anything. So here's what the port looks like. Sorry, I'm covering the screen here a little bit. Let me see if I can unwind a little bit here. Too many buttons on. Let's just go ahead and take it all off, baby. There it is. Wow. So here's how this process worked. First, they went up here. This is actually the most painful part of it right here, because there's a cut right here near my collarbone. So they make an incision, and then they have a wire, cord, plastic tube, whatever it is, I have no idea. They thread it through here. You can see there's a little bit of that. You can see it right now. I don't know if you all can see that or not, but it's right there. And then they thread it over the collarbone and through the chest cavity right into the right top of your heart. If you didn't know this, the right top of your heart is literally it's almost in the middle of your chest, if not even a little bit to the right, about right here. We all like put our hands here, like put your hand on your chest, you may think our heart's up here, but our heart's like, oh, I'm blocking the screen. Our heart's like here. And part of it is on the right side, and part of it's on the left side. But more of it's on the left side than the right side. So once he feeds that tube all the way to the top of the right top of your heart, that's the part of your heart that pumps the blood all of your body once it's been oxygenated by your lungs. Dude, this is like science class, man. I'm learning stuff for the first time about anatomy. Jeez. So that way, instead of going through the veins and the whole process and the lungs are unaffected, which is good, because you don't want your lungs getting this kind of medicine if it doesn't need it. And then it goes right to the heart and then pumps out. So what they do then is after they run this wire backwards, then they feed it through this way. And then they insert this disc. It's like a disc, like plastic disc, and they slide it under the skin. It's like a body mod, man. I'm like, here's the dude now. and they slide it under the skin, and it's got a little opening, and then they put a cap on it and a needle through it so it has access to the inside, and then from there they can run all this from one hole, and look how many different things they can attach. There's like unlimited attachments, so you're not confined to just one or two little holes on your arm. You're getting the whole deal here, so it's much more effective. And then after my week of being here is over, they're going to take this all off, and then they're going to put nothing on it, actually just a band-aid, because it's going to scab over and you won't even be able to see the top of it. It'll just be covered by my skin. And when they need to reaccess it when I come back in 2 weeks after that, they literally just put one needle through, which I hear is less painful than digging in my veins, which hurt like a mofo. One in, and then it reopens the port, and then that's there for the entire week. So that's what I got going on right now. So everything's going great with this port. I'm here half naked for you, but hey, whatever. Everything's going great. The medicines are good. They were able to start my first 24-hour drip. That high one up there, but that's one of the three cocktails I'm getting. It's called ifosfamide, I believe. Very slow drip, 24-hour, one of the 3 chemo medicines in the VIP. They literally call it VIP chemo, because, yo. So that's the only chemo I'm getting currently. But I'm also getting, in this bag, this particular stuff is called Mesna, and this protects your bladder. So that way it helps make sure that the chemo drugs are not destroying your bladder, and you can flush properly and everything maintains work. Your kidneys don't have to work too hard and stuff. Then up here, sodium bicarbonate, which is simply fluids that help keep your pH high, which is great. And that's all that I have going on right now in here. I do also have some regular saline, but that's not happening now. That's the use for flushing and stuff. So I stay on this 24 hours a day. All 3 of those 24 hours a day, 5 days straight. The other 2.
Service, can I come in?
Oh, hi, how are you? I got someone coming in bringing me service. The service here is amazing.
Have your full name?
Yeah, it's Justin Sandler.
Thanks.
They're bringing me great vegan food, by the way, and everyone that works here, including this guy, are super ace. Everyone's been really kind. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome,
Have a
boss.
fantastic day.
Likewise.
So I got some good vegan noms. So I gotta keep the body up. I gotta keep the weight up, the calories up. So I've been eating a lot. So I was gonna say, close the door on this. I will have 2 more bags later tonight, which will be the other 2 chemo meds. And they're going to be given, since we started on day 1 really late, like 3 in the morning, we've been backing it down slowly, but it's still going to be fairly late when I start, probably 9 or 10 o'clock. And there's one called etoposide, and then the other one is called cisplatin. And so they'll give me the toposide first, and that's going to take about an hour and a half to drain, to go through me, and then once they finish that, they're going to do the cisplatin. They also, because these drugs are pretty hardcore, what they have to do is give me a certain kind of steroid, which I'm not choked up about, but it's supposed to help. That's the one that I told about in yesterday's video that made my asshole burn. But they watered it down with 50 cc's instead of 20, so it wasn't as bad. And then they also give me another pouch, which is a specific anti-nausea medicine, because these drugs tend to affect your stomach, apparently, and make you nauseous. That's their biggest concern, is stay ahead of the nausea. So it may happen soon or may not, but I've been doing well and eating very good. I feel great. All the procedure here was great. There's a little bit of pain here yesterday, but they took care of me. Everything else was fine. All the medicines are going good, no complications. This thing looks great. They keep checking me, so everything's going absolutely great. So we're good. Everyone's satisfied. The doctors came and saw me. My numbers are good. My blood count's good. My health overall is actually impeccable right now, which is helping make this even a better trip. Plus, as you all know, I told you I wasn't giving up on the alternative stuff, right? So for starters, my diet, vegan food, got, well, I still can do juices, all green, fresh juice, just green, and greens and ginger. I got that. I got my alkaline water. I also got my favorite coconut water. So with all this together, I've been maintaining a pH over 8, usually 9 or even 10. That's what the bicarbonate helps as well. And that's important because number one, it's important for all these drugs that your pH is very high to help process it. And number two, doing a nutritional approach to fighting cancer is by keeping your body at least an 8.0 pH. So we're on par with that. They test my urine like twice a day, so we know constantly what's going on. So that's that. Also, now that I've been here for a couple of days and I've gotten used to the protocol and everything's done with the procedure, I've started back with my cannabis oil, which is going to help with nausea. It's going to help me feel better, pain if any should come, and just going to make me feel all right. Well, I got to be locked up here in this hospital, which is a great place, but everything is going super awesome, and I feel fine. I think that's pretty much it for this update. I love you guys, the people sending messages and the notes and the comments and the people who are stopping by already, and the gifts and the contributions to our meal train, which we didn't even expect that to even happen. It was more like, come by, bring us dinner, help Mary around the house if I can't do something, in a weaker state. And people are just donating money, and people are helping out, and people are being super amazing, and I love it. I feel such an amazing new joy in my own heart of allowing and receiving, because this is something I've had trouble with for probably my whole life. Like really receiving love, receiving compliments, and that stems from a place of my own lack of self-love. So when you can't really love on yourself truly, it's hard to receive love truly, and then you are in this world of less than love. And I've been learning a lot of beautiful lessons already from this experience, and self-love, self-worth, and being in that world of being able to receive and give authentically is really important. And I feel like I'm blessed. I feel like I'm surrounded by love and light and angels and everyone out there who's praying and chanting. You guys have been lifting my spirits. There's been groups, the Honeymoon Israel group, the SGI Buddhists, the Transformers, all my friends and family, my wife Mary Lou, I love you. Come back and sleep here with me tonight because I'm lonely. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. I'll check back in with more updates as we get them. Pretty uneventful now. I get to hang out today and eat and see friends and family, and I've been doing reading and writing and just enjoying the time. And we're gonna do some real special stuff with this. So thank you guys. Love you guys. See you on the next update. Have a wonderful, beautiful, magical, fantastical day. And I will talk to you later.